What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video, and today I'm hoping it's going to be a video that I can actually give somebody something to take away from. I'm very excited about this. It may have been covered. Somebody may have actually already done a video on this. I don't know if they would have the exact setup as me, but I really am excited to talk about this. So I'm going to be getting into vlogging soon. I'm actually preparing for that element to get it into the channel and have it also to have a smaller setup to take with me out in the field and when I go places, because as of right now what I'm recording on is my Sony RX100 V2, and I will show you this camera when I'm on that camera, demonstrating that camera, and I'll show you this and then we'll talk about that. But these are my two main setups. Outside of that, I have a G7X Mark II. I also have a GoPro Max, the 360 camera, as well as numerous other GoPros. This is the 9. So let's talk about this excitement here. I got the GoPro Hero 9 because it's got the camera screen here so that I could be able to look at myself and see myself. When I bought that, I ended up finding this handle, which I will link below, and I am absolutely in love with this. It's just really awesome, and it's got the 1/4" twist on. So say I wanted to put this on some sort of tripod, kind of like this, I could technically screw this on here and have this setup on the ground if I wanted to, and I will show you on this camera I do have that kind of setup, which is why sometimes you see me go like that and whatever. So this is the setup. This case, this cage that I found is amazing. It's my favorite one so far. It's a Ulanzi and it's a G9-14. I'll put this in a link down below. I'm going to show you real quick why I'm absolutely obsessed with this. I'm a big quick disconnect fan. So this thing pops open here. You just push this button and you pull. So you can basically pull the GoPro right out. And there's another setup here for that same thing. So you push this over and you lift. Now you have access to everything. You can pull really quickly, pull the SD card out, the battery out, and it's got the foam here so that when it locks in, it's pushing the battery back in. And this is my most important reason for getting it. This side here, this cold shoe, has its own little proprietary thing with a little ball to make it stay. So basically this clips in, and what this is for is the 3.5mm adapter so that you could add an external audio source to the GoPro, which I find to be extremely important. So basically this just tucks down, and this is only held in place by like a little friction thing here, but it's very secure. The whole thing is very secure. So basically this is what we're working with, right? But it doesn't stop there. I've been experimenting with microphones for a while now, and some are very, very good. Speaking of very good, I have this one, and this is a VXR10 Pro by Movo. It's an exceptional mic. I've got the Rode Video Micro. I've got the OG Rode Shotgun, and they're all great mics, but I wanted something lightweight, and I've tested so many, and I can tell you right now, this is by far my favorite one for audio that doesn't need much of anything to be tweaked with, because I'm not good at that. And just to preface all of what you're about to hear, I'm not a professional audio guy, an audiophile. I am not a professional camera guy, a videographer, none of that stuff. This is just some dude that makes YouTube videos in his garage that some of you like and most of you don't, and that's just the end of it. But this mic here, the ETM-001, it is an incredible microphone. I recommend you get it. This is what it comes looking as. And I actually have a second one because I thought I broke the first one. I didn't, but I actually bought it. It's only like $20-something. Trust me when I tell you it's worth it. There's a lot of people that recommend a certain elbow. I'm going to show you the certain elbow that they recommend. And I'm going to tell you why I don't recommend that certain elbow. So here is the other microphone. I'm telling you, I really have two of them. This is the elbow that they have, and then I found this one here. Okay, I don't know about you, but I don't like the extra craziness. So this plugs into the 90 degree, And it's not a huge difference, but you're gonna see it as a difference. Watch. Bring the other one. This is how the microphone setup would look. So if you're videoing forward facing, this is pointed at me. Now I'm getting crisp audio. The reason I love this setup, and you're gonna be mind blown if you don't realize, when I turn the camera on myself, I'm gonna do one swoop. So I'm gonna turn the camera and I'm gonna hit this with my hand as I'm turning it. So now I've just pointed the 90 degree at me, and just as quick, I could turn it and have it pointed back at me this way. It's an incredible, easy setup. Now, the reason I didn't like it is because this just sticks out a little bit further than I like. So I took a risk and I got this. I'm gonna link this down below too. And it actually sits in here. It's not a ton better, but it sits better. And it moves more snug in there, so it's not like loose for some reason. It's nice. It's very nice. The audio, wait till you hear the audio. Now technically, I've tested this, it's not bad. It's not bad at all. You could technically just bypass everything and just throw this on there like that. It's absolutely plausible that you could do this. I'm gonna show you a real quick sample. We're not even gonna bother with this because it's gonna sound exactly the same. It's just a 90 degree. I'm gonna show you some audio samples here of it just like that, of it with the 90 degree pointed at me, not me on camera yet, and what it sounds like with the 90 degree pointed away from me. And then this is my other setup. It's the Rode Wireless Go 2. I picked this up because I wanted to get into lav mics, especially driving vlogs and stuff. I could put this on the seatbelt, and this setup is so nice because I could put the receiver right on here, plug the receiver to this. Obviously this mic would disappear, and just have this on me. This is my mic now, but there's more. So I'm going to show you what that sounds like, which is not bad. It's really not bad. But I bought this lav mic that technically can go right into that, and this goes on my shirt for hopefully even better. I literally just got this. I saw a video on it, sounded pretty good. So I'm gonna show you what these things sound like. You can let me know. Again, this is not some professional audio thing. This is a garage with no sound deadening whatsoever, but this is just my real life, and this is gonna be my real opinion on a setup that I'm really hoping works out. So I'm gonna switch to this camera right now. Sorry for the long intro, but I talk all the time. And I'm gonna show you first, with this unplugged, what it's gonna sound like with just the onboard audio, okay? Then I'm gonna show you what it's gonna sound like with just this and no 90 degree. And I'm gonna show you the 90 degree at me, the 90 degree away from me. That should be enough of that to make you fall in love with that mic. You will fall in love with that mic, mark my words. Then I'm gonna show you the Rode Wireless Go. Again, I just got this in the mail. Having two mics means I have two transmitters and one receiver. So that means me and somebody else could wear these, and the upgraded windscreen, how it clips on. If you know about these mics, you'll know. But if you don't, you don't. It's fine, it's whatever. Then I'm gonna show you how that sounds with nothing on it. I'm gonna show you how this sounds, just this, by my shirt, and I'm going to show you how this sounds with the lav mic plugged into the receiver, and then I'm going to finish the video. So let's see. Maybe you guys will learn something and you're going to be all obsessed with it. And I will link below this too. The SmallRig or SmallRig, whatever you want to call it. This is the best one that I found. This little setup here. It is so secure, and it requires its own special little tool right here to tighten it, make it nice and snug. Amazing. It's super, super sturdy. I love it. So let's get to this. Okay, so this is the onboard GoPro Hero 9 mic in the Ulanzi case right here, and all of these recordings are going to be on 1080p at 30 FPS, just my normal setting that I do most of my videos. Once in a while I do step it up to 2.7, sometimes a 4K, not often. This is what it's going to sound like. This is the audio. We're going to plug in the new microphone, the ETM microphone, just like this, and we're going to hook this back up and see what this sounds like next. Okay, so now we have the ETM microphone, my favorite microphone out of all the testing I've done, and honestly one of the most cost-effective microphones I think you could possibly get for the GoPro, period. this is mounted straight up, so it's going to look like a little ball, a little dome, smack you right in the dome, and it's not pointing any other way, it's just pointing straight up. Next, we're going to try the 90-degree elbow with this same mic, the ETM. Okay, so now we have the ETM microphone with the 90-degree, and it's pointed straight at me. And this is probably, more than likely, 99.9% likely what I'm going to be using on a daily basis when I have this camera setup out. So this is pointed straight at me. I'm going to flip it pointing away so you could see the sound difference. And again, like I said, when you flip the camera onto yourself and you're vlogging with this setup, it's such an easy thing to just twist it, and it's like microseconds. You're not going to have much of a delay at all. So this is me flipping it. I just flipped it, and now the microphone's pointed completely away from me. There should be some kind of a difference between the audio. I'm not changing my mouth away from the camera at any distance whatsoever. And here we go, it's pointed right back at me again. So this is the ETM microphone, and this has the 90-degree elbow that I will link down below. So what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna hook up the Rode Wireless Go 2 mic. I'm just gonna throw one of the two transmitters on my shirt and record, and then I'm gonna hook up this Sony and see if there's, it's gonna be my first time hearing it too. I'm gonna see if there's any difference in that. So this is gonna give you one last option and one last look into the options I will be using, hopefully. Okay, so I am now on the Rode Wireless Go 2 microphone. It is connected to my chest. So this is gonna be my main issue with this setup. I wear a chain, okay? And it is a crucifix my mother bought me, and her favorite ring, especially her ring that she was wearing when she passed away. I never take it off, ever. So I'm going to have to find a way to record with lav mics and not have this be an issue. For right now, with this particular type of shirt, it's not an issue. It's not really moving, it's not touching, it's not making contact, it shouldn't be jingling. But this is what this microphone sounds like if I was just recording with just this microphone. Right now, I'm gonna hook up the Sony one that just came in. This is the Sony ECM-CS3, and I will hook that up into the same spot, and we're gonna see if there is a noticeable audio difference or if I'm returning this actually. Okay, this is the last test. Now I have the Sony microphone that I was just showing you, the lav mic, hooked up into the same spot, the exact same spot as I had it. Now, one thing I will tell you about this mic is it actually has two mics. So there were some people talking about testing where it's a pill shape, right? So it's going to either be like this, where there's a mic this way and a mic this way, or I can have it up and down. So I will change the way that's going to be pointing. I'm going to show you. So this is what I mean. This is the mic. This is the mic how it's set up right now. There's a microphone on each side. And you can make it like this. Now, I have no idea if that just changed how the audio sounds or not, but you can be the judge of that. Well, actually, I'll be the judge of that before you're the judge of that, but I will leave this in the video footage. And now I just rotated it back horizontal. When I was watching videos, I didn't think I heard much of a difference. I think it could go either way. I think it's just going to be based on what type of shirt I'm wearing and how easy it is to mount, to be honest with you. So hopefully there isn't a big difference. But this is the last setup. These are all my setups for me to be able to rock my GoPro Hero 9. And finally, I'm going to show you my setup here. Told you I was on my Sony RX100 V2. I did carbon fiber wrap it, and I put a little handle on there, and I have a UU rig set up so that I could put a cold shoe on there, and I have this thing. It's just a Joby, so I could position my camera any which way with this, and at given time, I can just put it down, have a tripod to put it on the ground, or whatever the case may be when I'm doing a video, recording whatever shenanigans are going on. Hopefully the audio sounds pretty good. This is all I have for you today. If you are new to the channel, please consider subscribing. If you are an OCD OG, I truly, truly appreciate all of the support. Hopefully, if you are doing your own YouTube channel or you're big into YouTube already and you're looking for new audio setup. I'm always watching videos. You never know what you're gonna find from each video. I always take, you know, little information from each person. That's how I grow my information. So it's not just me that is thinking of this. This is inspiration from different videos, different channels, different people in my life, and through a lot of insomnia-based YouTube web browsing. And yes, that is a Sony Walkman CD player. I found a bunch of my old CDs and I decided, you know what? I'm going down nostalgia lane and I'm gonna start listening to that. Anyway, that's all we got for you. Thank you so much for watching. I hope everybody's staying happy, healthy, and humble. I'm going on vacation. I'll take all this footage with me. I'll probably try to edit it. I don't know when this video is going up. It's as long as it needs to be and 10 times longer than it needs to be at the same time. I'll see you guys on the next one.